Okay, so I haven't done an update in a while, frankly because I haven't got a whole lot done. Today is August 8th, 2021. The usual crew is here, the supervisor, and then the restorative crew. Yeah. Yeah. Is that what you are, the restorative crew? Hmm? Kind of commandeered that chair, haven't you? Yeah. Anyway, so still waiting for fuel tanks. I don't know. I was in there about 3 weeks ago, and he was all fired up to get them ready to go. He said he'd have them done the next week, and I gave him some money, and it was 3-4 weeks ago now, and still no fuel tanks. On the good news side of things, the engine is en route. Beta Marine shipped it out. It's being transferred now from one carrier to the next, and it's supposed to be here this week. So let's cross our fingers and hope everything goes all right with that. So what I have been doing is laminating up these deck beams, and I've got all of them laminated up that I had wood for. There's yeah, this was the original deck beam profile, and I decided to go less arch, less camber than that. So I've got what, 10 of these long ones and 3 shorter ones done. I will need a few more. I think I need 7 more. So next time I order lumber, I'll get the lumber for those. I think what I'm going to do on the engine room side here, where we have this drop down, where the deck is kind of at the shear level, or I'm actually raising it 9 inches, so it'll be halfway in between the raised shear and the shear. I think what I'm going to do is use these 4x6s right here, and what I'll do is I'll put them in there, and then for the walkway, I don't know, what do you call that, either side of the pilot house, you know, you can walk around it. There's going to be about 2 feet there. I think what I'll do is I'll just taper this off a little bit to give it a little bit of incline so the water runs off of it, and then leave them straight going across, because I don't know why I'd want to really put camber in those. And then of course this would be, the bottom of them would be inside in the engine room, your ceiling, and this would form the trusses or whatever for the floor of the pilot house. Because otherwise I'd have to do something to beef these up. Just 2x6s across there, 2 foot on centers, I don't think would be strong enough. And I don't really want to go more than, tighter than 2 feet on centers, because I want that room above between the frames. I want this room that I got between frames, because on top of the tanks I'm going to be putting outlets and inlets and whatnot on there. So anyway, so I think I'll use these 4x6s that I've got for that. And I've got some more that aren't quite long enough. Not sure where I'll use those just yet, but I'm sure I'll find a use for them somewhere. If nothing else, I'll cut them up and use them as planking. But so, in lieu of anything else to do, I've been planking up the transom, and this is just one board a day, and I probably could do more. The board that's on there right now is just fit in place with clamps, so that I can scribe my cut marks and my glue marks on there, and then I'll glue it in place, and then put some screws. You can see on that bottom one, I got some, the one below it, I got some screws, 2 on the ends, 4 in the middle. And if nothing else, when I get to working on this on the top of the transom here, because that angle isn't right, I need to flatten that out a little bit. At least if I'm working up there, I won't fall through the back of the boat. I can probably put something in here to keep me from scooting out the bottom here. But yeah, so that's where I am. I'll have this done in a few days, and hopefully the fuel tanks won't be too much longer. I was debating again about what to do for a rudder. I was thinking, with a hydraulic rudder, you're going to have a hydraulic cylinder, and if I have a a transom hung rudder, you know, you're going to have that hydraulic cylinder outside, which probably isn't that big a deal. You can put a bellows or something over it to protect it. But I don't know, I was thinking about maybe I should just put a regular, you know, rudder through the keel back here, or the stern, whatever. But I got to looking at this, and I didn't really leave myself room with these bolts going through here. I really didn't leave myself room for a bore, you know, to go through this thing, and then I could maybe get it in right up here, but then you're right in this weird, you need to cut a block of wood to fit in there, and yeah, it would be all sorts of interesting. So I think I'll just leave it the way it was. I was debating even if a guy could run it through the transom, but that's going to weaken the transom quite a bit if you run a bar or something through the transom there. I kind of hate to do that, so really don't want to do anything that's going to weaken the boat. So yeah, we'll see. But I think we're still just going to go with transom hung rudder. I know it's hard to make up my mind, but man, here's some more of the crew. That's Pee-wee down there. That's Mama Quitty there. That little gray one here. That one's called Gollum, because he slinks around and hisses a lot. This one's really friendly. There's no one that's really friendly too. Let's see, her here, or him, whatever it is. Yeah, cats everywhere. But anyway, I guess I really don't have much else to report other than that. Just really wanting my fuel tanks to be here so I can, because then I still got to paint them and get them up there and get them put in, and you know, that's probably going to be a couple weeks worth of work. And the way it is now, I've lost about 4 months literally working on the boat. I expected to be planking the sides of the boat by now and have it done this fall, but I'm going to be lucky now to even get started planking the boat this fall. But it is what it is, so we'll survive. Anyway, that's my update for the 8th of August of 2021.